happening, everybody? Dave the Film Junkie here, bringing you another top 5 picks to play a very important role, and that role is Lex Luthor in the Man of Steel sequel, the Batman vs. Superman movie. We naturally, of course, got our Superman, our Lois Lane, our Perry White, we got that, and then, of course, we got our Batman, Mr. AFFLECK, which, if you haven't seen my thoughts about it, I'll have a annotation at the end of this. Like I said, I had my first initial reaction, then I had, let it sit for a few days, and, now I have a whole new video, so you haven't caught that yet. Annotation after this video. So now these are my top 5 picks to play Lex Luthor, so let's get started. Number 5, Billy Zing. Yes, Billy fucking Zane, man, come on. Billy Zane's cool. Like, a lot of movies I've seen him in, he's done a fantastic job. He's kind of fallen off the spotlight a little bit, but he looks good bald. He's a fit guy, which some people want, like a Lex Luthor that is like physically. I mean, obviously you can't take on Superman just being a human, but not like a fragile, a fragile Lex Luthor. They want somebody who's fit, and I think Billy Zane would be a pretty good choice, but I doubt they'll go with it. Number 4, Benedict Cumberbatch. Yes. Now, okay, he might look a little strange bald. I'll give him that, because, he's kind of skinny, he's got like a narrow face, it might look a little weird, but then again, that might work for him. To have a creepy looking Lex Luthor, that might be kind of cool, but that voice of his is so strong and menacing. I mean, after Star Trek Into Darkness, I really was like, wow, this guy is going to be cast as some freaking awesome, villains or something like that. He did a good job, so I mean, could be a choice. He very could be on the radar. I think it'd be a pretty interesting choice. They probably won't do that though, but you never know what happened. But I think he'd be a pretty cool Lex Luthor. You can have Con and Luthor. Number 3, Bryan Cranston. Now everybody wants this due to Breaking Bad being so popular. I mean, Bryan Cranston he's showed his acting chops really awesomely in that, and I still haven't gotten into it, but I need to. I know I suck. But of course, he's bald. I think a lot of the rumors are just, okay, who's played bald guys in stuff? And obviously before this, Bryan Cranston never played bald, but the fact that he's now bald in Breaking Bad and the way he's acting, it would be a good choice. It'd be a popular choice, that's for sure. I think that's on the top of people's list. And finally, I agree with a lot of the top, if it's Cranston, I'm all right with it. Not unlike the Batman Ryan Gosling thing, I was like, ugh. Number 2, Bruce Willis. Yes, Bruce Willis. How awesome would it be to have Bruce fucking Willis? It's Bruce Willis. Now I've heard many things that he's a douche when it comes to being to work with. I heard mainly from Kevin Smith, which that might not play out too well, but he even recommended Bruce Willis playing Lex Luthor on one of his podcasts. And I think it'd be a good choice. I think he'd be an excellent Lex Luthor. I mean, he looks great bald. We accept him as bald, and I just think he could be a really cool villain. I think what really struck me as, like, when I heard Kevin Smith say it, I was like, yeah, I can see it. Then I watched the first Expendables, and just the way his presence was in that movie, I was like, you know what? That's totally like Lex Luthor right there. I totally am backing that up. So Bruce Willis, I think, would be an excellent choice. Finally, my number 1, and he's kind of an unknown actor, but he's starting to get up there, and he's been in quite a few movies, but he hasn't starred in anything. But he is starring in a new AMC drama series that's supposed to take over when Breaking Bad stops. Mark Strong. Perfect for Lex Luthor. He's been in such movies as The Green Lantern. Hey, he's already got his foot in with DC. He was in Rock and Rolla. He was in the first Kick-Ass. I think this guy would be perfect as Lex Luthor. Totally. 100%. This is my number 1 choice. He'd be just awesome, and I hope he gets it over, everybody else. Like I said, everybody else is awesome too, and if any one of my top 5 gets it, I'll be happy, but I think he is the perfect choice to play Lex Luthor. So let's go down the list again. We got Billy Zane, Benedict Cumberbatch, Bryan Cranston, Bruce Willis, almost forgot, and then, of course, Mark Strong. And those are my choices there. I'd like to know what you guys think. Leave some names down below in the balls area. Let me know who you think should play Lex Luthor in the new Batman vs. Superman movie. Well, alright guys, hit that like, thumbs up button if you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Well, I am David, the Film Junkie, and this has been my top 5 picks of actors to play Lex Luthor. Hey, I could do it too. I wonder what I'd look like bald. I got a pretty big head. I'd look like just like a giant penis. Bye.